So, Kenny, you were doing your rolls for your sprite.
Mm-hmm. Or two. You just need to click the button again.
Oh, I thought I had. Wow, it rolled really well.
It did roll.
So, what else has happened since your last session? We've got some sprite magic going on. I know, sprite magic makes sense. And what did Andrew do?
Andrew was giving lots of free rides on Major to all the street kids. Hence, doing some work for the people there. The kitty winks that all wanted a ride on Major, and then she got better at piloting Major because you got to be extra careful with the kitties on it, right?
Did you mean to phrase that way? I feel like it sounded like you were having Major turn tricks.
No, they're children. She's not going to turn tricks for kids.
Silly Babbitt. Tricks are for kids.
Just, how could your mind go there, you filthy animal? You.
Well, it's a combination of a joke and the commercial. The joke is Silly Babbitt, kicks are for Triggs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have a cereal called Tricks or something, don't you?
Yes, we do. And the catchphrase is Silly Rabbit, tricks are for kids. Not rabbits.
There you go. Insert appropriate joke that I'm not familiar with because it's Australian culture.
The rabbit is probably turning tricks for those kids. I'm not gonna lie.
The rabbit will do anything for the cereal. I don't even know if they use the rabbit anymore. I haven't eaten sugary cereal like that in a long time. Anyway, is Kai doing anything? You were getting armor and trying to find gas proofing.
Triple steel. Yeah.
And Clutch was playing with his new steel links.
Which I still can't get the token.
What?
I'm not here. I don't know where it went.
What have you done?
I do not know.
In characters and the subfolder of minions. Wait, where the hell did it go?
That's what I want to know.
It's not in there anymore. Maybe I was desynced from my bad internet. Yeah, it's back at the top of the page, so let me move it back down there and check the...
There you go, I see it now.
And I need to make it editable by all players. There you go. Now it's yours. Well, it's
Yay!
But the token's also out on the map, too.
Sweet.
Now that we've solved that dilemma. And Jack is off gallivanting. Which leads us to a comlink call from everybody's favorite fixer, Cat. Nobody knows how to answer a comlink call because Jack usually does that.
I'll answer.
Wait, are we supposed
This
to talk
thing is
to people?
buzzing.
Hey, how you doing, Cat? How you doing?
Where's the elf?
Hey, he's out. He's doing some errands or something. I don't know. I don't check him.
Probably working for the people.
Yeah, those people.
Well, I have a job for you. The four of you might be able to handle it.
Yeah, we do all the heavy lifting. It's alright. We can do it.
Mr. Johnson will meet you at Club Charybdis, where you have met him before. And he will discuss the offer at that point.
Sounds good. Right away.
That's good, because he's ready as soon as you're ready to be there. Convenient. Anyway, so you're going to go to Club Charybdis?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
To the Charybdis.
All right. The job offer is straightforward. Do you remember the neighborhood of Sunshine Estates where you did some investigating of blackouts with certain blimps?
Is that the one where I dressed up as a construction worker and just held up traffic in one direction for like an hour?
No, that was the Humanus one.
Oh, yeah, I was mistaking it too.
Yeah.
Back to that neighborhood.
I had to refer back to that mission to make sure I was in the right one. Yeah, Sunshine Estates was the one that you had a feeling there was some Aztechnology activity going on.
Oh, we were at the school?
Yes.
Ooh.
So you are being asked to return to Sunshine Estates and investigate the astral plane in the region to see if something has changed. Report any astral entities or paranormal animal sightings in the area, and check the local monastery for anything out of the ordinary. Unfortunately, I can only pay 10,000 new yen total, not per member. Do we have a deal?
Kenny will totally go check the astral for you. Adrigger, I think you're the only one that can foresee potential issues with this run. What are your thoughts?
She will look at you and go, internally monologuing to herself. If only I knew how to influence people. As she strokes her beardless chin and goes, I guess it could be okay if it's just a basic checkout. I can do that.
Out of character, I was like, I'm willing to take front on negotiations if we want to try negotiate. I just have nothing
Out
for
of character.
this.
Yeah, out of character, I was saying I have no influence skill.
I will help you. Try to, anyways. I don't have much of a skill, but I have some.
Yeah, as long as you have at least one.
I've been relying on Jack and somebody else doing influence checks, so I haven't invested in influence. So
Yeah, you guys can try influence. I mean, I don't punish you for doing badly well. I suppose if whoever's doing the main check rolled a critical glitch, I could have some fun with that. But
There you go, Kenny. You got 10 dice now instead of 9.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
I
I
was
can
just-
offer a critical glitch and giving the other person edge if you want.
Ooh, nice.
So, Kenny, what is your role?
There we go. It's not awful.
Oh, theirs was less awful.
Hey, we were rolling the same number of dice.
Yeah, that was convenient. I actually had already typed out 10d6 when you got your extra die.
So what you're saying is Cat realizing there's no Jack around.
This isn't Cat. This is Johnson, Mr. Johnson. This is
okay.
Cantor Bix is his name. You didn't get his name out of him last time. This time he's a little less close-lipped.
Kenny will say some stuff about potential complications with astral stuff, and anybody that has a clue knows that Kenny doesn't know anything about the astral.
Just repeating stuff that you've heard on, like, Worm Talk.
Buzzword. Buzzword. Things that Andrew Grove said. Repeat.
So,
Well, if it's a mana ebb, that's going to incur extra fees and costs, and if it's a mana flow, then that's going to incur extra fees and costs.
So, anyways, yeah, obviously Kenny's not going to be able to do much here. But
So, that's okay. He's happy that that you're willing to work for such a reasonable rate. He's heard you guys can be prima donnas sometimes and demanding.
That's usually the other one, but he kind of taught us how to be, so...
So,
Demanding? I don't see that.
So, are you guys ready to play Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, is that what we're doing? Yeah, sure, no problem.
You're investigating.
Yeah.
That's what we do best.
With only one person capable of astrally perceiving. Perfect.
Yeah, but we can look for paracritters.
Yeah, let's do this. I love this plan.
What could possibly go wrong? I probably should invest in a mana spell, I suspect. But I guess it's a little late now. Nothing could possibly go wrong. They'll clearly manifest and that'll be the problem solved.
As we learned last time, we just need to grenade the heck out of them, and that'll solve our spirit problems.
Sometimes. So what are your plans?
Well, I assume that Johnson told us where he wants us to start investigating, right?
Sunshine Estates. The
guess-
general community. I don't have the. Do I have the picture of it? I don't know.
I guess we head over there with the van and.
Oh, I do.
Andrew never-
I have a map for it. Ish. It's just the Google Maps without the satellite view. There you go.
So I guess we'll drive around in our various vehicles, trying to get a feel for the neighborhood.
I mean, you can get a relative feel for it from your experience before. Basically, what you're gonna need to do is, do some sensing, do some talking to people to see if anything weird has been going on. I will leave it to you. I mean, I know you're all really strong at influence and charisma skill.
Yeah, no problem.
Nothing could possibly go wrong with this. It's going to be a literal milk run. Figurative milk run. Literal milk run was earlier.
So, can Kenny get the obvious out of the way and check, me feed and local news to see if there was anything weird popping up?
You may. Let me fix my PDF. It was zoomed way out. I couldn't read it. So, as you arrive in the area, you find that Eagle Security and Dock Wagon personnel are all over the place, causing quite a bit of commotion from several other unrelated to you commotion.
Interesting.
Either not there for you, but it might lead to clues as to what's going on, if anything. Or it could just be a red herring.
I want to go over to like one of the Dock Wagon employees and ask for information on their response time, because I have a Dock Wagon subscription and I've been thinking about upgrading, but I'm not sure, and I'd like to know what their experience in the area has been.
He is a bit busy, but he will give you a comm code for their customer service line. He's busy treating somebody at the moment.
That reminds me of a Karen story where a woman was needing CPR, otherwise she would die, and a Karen was complaining that the ambulance was blocking her path and they needed to move it immediately. Lady, we're trying to save this woman's life. And she's
So,
like,
so what I'm hearing is,
that's right. Kai is actually short for Karen.
aha.
I mean, I wasn't imagining that I was gonna go to like the Dock Wagon personnel that was actually treating them. I figured I was gonna talk to like one of the Dock Wagon HTR people, but
Oh, there's no HTR. It's just normal Dock Wagon folks.
oh, okay.
And then there's security people. There's like squads, meaning 2 or 3 man squads of security, more than you remember seeing the last time. Just kind of, you notice them out and about as you're driving around. But you're talking to the Dock Wagon people. Are you going to look and see who they're treating, what they're treating, or are you going to not be a part of that HIPAA violation?
I will try to invade their privacy with my eyeballs.
Okay, I will take a perception optical roll. Okay, you're able to kind of look around and be nosy, and you see that he's treating a person for what looks like a vicious claw wound.
Hmm. I guess next I'll head over to. Well, does anybody else want to do stuff? I don't want to take all the.
So Andrigger, I would take an sensing roll. That's not what I'm looking for.
I got 3 hits.
That was that a sensing?
That's for astral projection, I
Astral.
think.
Yeah, astral perception. So
No, I want a sensing. So okay, so you're to get a good solid read on the astral in this area is going to be a magic plus a sensing extended test.
Is it magic plus a sensing, or is it
This-
magic
this-
plus astral, or intuition plus astral?
This is magic plus a sensing, which I assume is magic plus a astral if you don't have a sensing as a specialization.
I do not.
So it's going to be magic plus astral, and it is 1 hour in interval, and you need a lot of hits, 24 total.
I've got like 4 dice, so this is not going to go well.
So what I'm going to say is, you probably are sensing here and there constantly. So what we'll do is you'll be doing that, but you can participate in other stuff. I'm not going to stop you from that. So basically, you're going to be sensing when you have a chance.
Well, I got 2 hits on the first.
And what's worse is it's an extended test, so you have 4 dice, 3 dice, 2 dice, 1 dice.
Yeah, I'm pretty screwed. All that essence lost from all the gear is definitely hurt.
Yeah, you don't have enough dice to even get it. Even if you
No. I'm gonna say it's not the diminishing returns type of a sensing test. So you'll basically what's going to happen is throughout you'll give me a sensing rolls when I ask you for them.
And that's magic plus a sensing, right? Because intuition plus astral, I'm okay at with 9 dice. But
Yeah, this specifically calls out magic plus a sensing. I think it's because you're trying to find out if there's anything funky going on with the astral here and other things. I don't know why they call it. It could just be the author doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But we're gonna go with it.
That's very likely.
Actually, it says no. It doesn't. It says magic plus a sensing. Wait, a sensing is what?
It's a specialization of astral.
No. But what's in a sensing test? That's astral and intuition, right?
Correct.
I think they might be implying magic plus astral plus intuition.
Wait, 3 things going into a dice pool?
It can happen. I'm going to do that. We're going to go with that because I like it. So let's scratch what you've done, and you're going to
You
roll.
mean intuition plus magic twice?
No, astral is the skill. Intuition is the attribute, and then we're adding magic, which is a second attribute to it.
Oh, okay.
So it would be your 9 dice plus 4 for your magic, your brand new magic at 4, right? So yeah.
I went for piloting 3 instead of magic 4. So.
Oh, you dummy! So you got 12 dice instead of 13. So give me those 12 dice. Actually, do it 12 dice extended test. We'll see how many times it takes you. I'm just doing that as a spacer so I don't get confused. And then I will let that number of hours that it takes you to get 24 help me tell the story. Well, that wasn't bad, so 3. Go slow there, buddy.
Oh, nice.
7 7 hits. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Okay, again. 7 for, that was pretty good, yeah. So 4,
That's 17.
that's only 3 hours. Next. And 5, that gets you 20, where is that? 1, 2, 3.
Holy shit! I did
Wait, two, I
good
think.
rolling there.
22,
5 successes
so
on
you need
72.
2 more. Can you do 2 more with 7 dice? No.
No.
I cursed you.
Potentially, no.
There you go. So it's going to take 6 hours. So again, I'm going to say that this is happening throughout the day, or throughout the next 6 hours, as you guys are doing your other investigation. You could just not do any more investigation. Be like, "Yep, it was a quick job. Took 6 hours. Everybody else had coffee, and we're done." And then we'll be back next week for the next session.
All right.
Well, I'd like to talk to the Eagle people at some
Yeah,
point.
let's go talk to evil people. I'll totally help you.
Oh, Eagle Security. Okay.
Kenny will wander over with them.
Hey, what are all you guys doing here? I don't think I remember seeing this much security the last time we were sent to do repair work in this area.
Well, there wasn't a 25,000 new yen bounty on an awakened bear at that time.
Oh, really?
25,000 new yen bounty on an awakened bear. You hear that?
Oh,
That's amazing.
Is that open to repair crews or?
Do you have an influence skill?
Are you like using some kind of equipment to be trying to find this awakened person?
I thought it's an awakened bear.
Awakened
Yeah.
bear, yeah, bear, yeah, that's what I meant.
I'll tell you guys, you're not asking the right questions.
All right. So where did you hear about this bear that's supposed to be awakened?
So I'm hearing, why is there a reward for an awakened bear?
Oh yeah, why is this reward for this awakened bear? Is it
Who's putting
dangerous?
this reward out?
So one of the residents here was attacked by a giant, like, when it stood up, it was like nearly 15 feet tall. Sorry, it was nearly 5 meters tall. What the hell is it called? Shit, I gotta look.
Cocaine bear?
No, Piasma, which is an awakened black bear that is near double the size of a normal black bear, but gray haired as opposed to black, and it has tusks like a boar.
That sounds amazing.
It attacked a resident and their dog, an Irish wolfhound, which it killed and took. Very expensive dog, so it was GPS tagged, and the tracker's still working.
Oh, so you know where it is.
Well, we're trying to narrow that down. Our tech guys are not working today.
Hmm.
Nice.
Day
Well,
That's
So-
sad.
so when we find this, I mean, if somebody found this bear, where would we go to take it to turn in?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is, they do not know that. I spoke out of turn. Kenny, would you like to do a matrix perception check?
Sure. I will do a matrix perception check.
I feel like that's something that you would probably do just out of habit. What's around that I can jack with?
What are you doing to Jack?
Nothing. He's off gallivanting. Yeah, Seven, you pick up an ARO broadcasting from the victim being treated in the dock wagon, ambulance, whatever you want to call it. And it is that is the reward information.
Hey, yeah, maybe we should get Kai to go over there and like procure that particular device.
Well, the ARO is basically like a wanted poster or a,
Oh.
have you seen this dog poster?
Oh, well, never mind then.
Is it for killing the bear or just removing the bear?
Thanks for getting the dog back.
It is a 25,000 new yen bounty on the awakened bear.
All right.
Okay, but
Its
is
head?
it to kill the bear or to
Like-
remove
like-
it from the neighborhood?
Like
Removed
dead-
from
dead or alive?
Removed one way or another.
Dead or
Okay, so
alive.
guys, what if we put a cage in our penthouse and then put
Oh,
the bear
Christ.
in the cage?
What are we gonna do with a bear?
Train it, obviously.
Well,
Oh.
possibly go wrong.
Yeah, train it. Yeah, because all of us are so good with animals.
It's a place to start.
All right. Yeah, we can put you in there to practice your training bears. All right. Yeah, I like this idea. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
Worst case
I mean, it's not
scenario,
like we
we
need a car.
open the cage if someone ever breaks into our apartment.
So how are we gonna get this bear into a cage in our apartment? Do you have a cage with you?
I have stick and shock ammo, and we can purchase a cage on the way back.
I got stick and shock ammo as well, but
So we're not even
Right.
gonna have the cage to stick it in the van. We're just going to like Assume it doesn't wake up in the van whilst we're taking it towards where a cage is located.
We
Sounds
can
good.
find. Kenny, can you Google us a awakened bear rated animal cage?
That might take a minute. I can work on that.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the rarity on that kind of thing is going to be kind of out there for all those awakened bear pets that people have.
Well, I mean, everyone has an awakened bear pet in this world, obviously.
Obviously, we just need to go to the Sad Clowns Circus Emporium to purchase an awakened bear cage.
Yeah, it sounds great. Oh, you like to kill all the people, but we're gonna save all the awakened bears to
So
put in our
what I'm hearing
cages.
is the optimal outcome of this whole thing is you actually are able to down the bear and capture it and put it in a cage in the apartment, and then Jack comes back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the cage part is optional. The part where Jack comes back and it finds this awakened bear in the apartment, and we're like, "Hey, Jack, look what we found!"
Don't you guys even have a spare room in the apartment?
Who knows?
I think we do.
We'll just put it in the room and close the door. Hey, we've got this bear now.
We'll put it in Jack's room.
Yeah, you had 6 bedrooms.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we've got an extra bedroom that we can just not use anymore because there's a bear in there, and we just
I will tell you that with a little bit of research, you might be able to find some stuff out about the bear, so you know what kind of cage you need, if anything. Yeah, that is not what the bear looks like. But if you can train it to do that, I'm sure you could make some new yen.
There you go. All right, this is a great plan.
I love how perfectly round that wheel is.
All right, well, let's go.
I would like who was talking to the dock wagon people?
Kai.
And Kenny, you were doing matrixy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Andriger, you were doing astral stuff. So that
Yep.
leaves Clutch. Clutch, I want a perception check from you.
All right, visual.
Yes. No. Just actually no, I want intuition plus logic.
Intuition plus logic.
As you notice that in a nearby upper floor window, there's a young girl standing in plain view of everybody. And she's like, her posture is odd. And with 4 hits, you realize that she's trying to signal without being overt about it that she wants someone to. She wants your attention.
Huh. Looks like that girl wants my attention. I'm gonna go over and talk to her.
But she's upstairs in an apartment.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna go upstairs in her apartment.
Is anybody else going with you?
I don't know.
We'll astrally associate with him if you like.
I would have said it out loud, so I don't know.
Yeah, Kenny will come with. I mean, don't split the party. Who the
Yeah,
heck?
I mean, that's
All right,
rule
let's
1,
do
isn't it?
yes.
All right, so we're going to go up to the apartment then?
Yep.
All 4 of us?
Yep.
Yes.
That is not the Carnegie Arms penthouse. You've already died to that.
I will be astral
Fuck
though,
that.
because I'm still checking out the astral.
Well, like I said, that happens off and on. So, for no reason whatsoever, we'll pull you to a map.
All right.
No, there's nothing to be concerned about. Who we got here? We got Andriger. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just pull you guys off of the main page, because I think I fixed you there eventually.
This little girl is totally the awakened bear in disguise.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. She's definitely nearly 5 meters tall.
That's why it's a disguise.
Yeah,
Really
you
good.
know. It's like one of those dog costumes where the front part is disguised to make it look like a person standing up, but it's really just the bear on all fours.
Are we on a map? Because I don't see nothing.
Yeah, our
I
tokens
don't
need
think
to
our
be on
tokens
there.
have. Oh, there we go. I can see.
Hey.
You should all be able to see now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the door. As best you can tell, that's the... Oh, crap. My disconnect... I'm
I
disconnected.
can see our tokens and I can see where we've got light, but is the background
There
black?
we go.
Yes, the background is black.
All right.
You're basically in a hallway in an apartment building. You should see a door right here.
There is a door right there. I see it.
So,
Alright.
you knock on the door, and this young girl, I think I showed her already, this young girl answers the door, and almost immediately you see the hand of a woman, and briefly see a woman yank the girl and fling her backwards and walk after her. Like,
Hey, whoa, whoa,
violently
whoa.
flings her backwards.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa,
What's going on here?
Okay, at this point you probably need to select your tokens, roll for initiative to see how many people get in that door. Or you could just all pile through.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I guess it depends on what we.
Have fun storming the castle, guys. I'll wait in the hall.
That's a point. Andrew would probably want to wait in the hall too.
Kenny doesn't want to wait in the hall, but his initiative score says he will.
Okay, so let's see. Order this. Okay, so what are you going to do, Kai? This lady yoinked this girl and basically flung her down the hallway, very far. It was less a throw and more of a just yanked her by the shoulder, and she was so off balance she went going down the hallway and eventually fell down.
I will try to grab this woman and pull her off of the child after I move next to her.
Okay, so are you going to do... Why is your token small? They're all small. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, looks fine. to me.
Did you
Easy
eat
to run
the
if we're
cake?
small.
Huh?
Said, did you eat the cake? The cake makes you small, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cake.
And was it the
Always
drink that made you big
cake.
and the cake that made you small? Thought it was the other way around.
It might be. I was trying to remember. Anyway, so how are you going to do like a melee attack to try and like grapple her off?
Yeah, I want to physically like grapple her and pull her off of this child.
She's not on the child. She just stomped off after her.
After she
Okay.
threw her across the room.
Yeah,
I'm
she
gonna-
says you know not to do that or something to that effect.
I'm gonna like pin her up against this wall because physical violence towards children is not okay.
Okay, well in that case, let's get some sort of melee, no weapon attack.
Close combat or unarmed?
If you have a melee weapon, you can just roll the dice for the melee weapon, assuming it's not a specialized weapon, and just the damage is going to be 2S unless you have a reason for it to be P.
Yeah, the cake makes you big and the drink makes you small.
So is the drink. So, do you have anything that makes your melee attacks physical?
If I use my wing claw, it's 3p. If I'm just using my hands, which I think I am, it's just gonna be 2p.
So is it
2S.
2S?
2S.
So she's gonna defend. Try and shrug off your uninvited advances. Mind your own business, freak. And we wait for me to roll. I swear I clicked the button. Yeah, see, I swore I clicked the button. We'll go with the first one, even though I really like the second one.
The second one was very nice.
8 out of 13 is pretty damn good. So, she gets an edge.
Yeah, Kai is not built for melee.
And her DR of 12 is. However, Tygo's the attacker. Do you want to use any edge, or are you good doing just 2 stun?
Yeah.
Well, assuming she doesn't soak it, she could soak it.
Well, is there any way that I can like grapple her rather than do damage?
There are rules for that. We can look that up.
'Cause I
Combat
don't wanna,
options,
like-
grapple. I love having the compendium and being able to just type grapple and hitting enter and having that pop up.
I would rather not just invade someone's home and start punching them.
So also Kenny and Clutch, you guys are in sight of the street level. It was a external walk up, outdoor walk up. So just so you realize that there's security people and and dock wagon personnel that may notice if you stay outside doing things. A physical attack can involve trying to bring an opponent to the ground or trying to hold on to them so they can't move. If you want to grapple an opponent, inform your game master what you're doing. You've done that. Then make an unarmed close combat and agility test. You did that. Instead of making the net hits into damage, the attacker rolls strength plus net hits versus opponent's strength. So you get to roll. Oh, wow. So there's. Wait, what?
Since I had no net hits, that's going to be
Strength.
just strength versus strength.
Yes.
So I guess I'll
Unless you wanted to use edge, you still can do that.
re-roll. I'll spend 4 edge to re-roll.
10.
my-
Or, sorry, 7. You only had 7. So you have 1 plus your strength.
It's 1 more than I had before.
That is true.
It is now all discovered that the woman is an orcan or a troll and built like a tank, right?
Did you say you were still a sensing?
Yeah,
Andrew?
I mean, I'd assumed I'd be still astral, but you put me in physical body, so I don't mind either way. If you want me to still be astral, that's fine.
I would assume that you would bring your body along, especially with activity on the street.
Yeah,
you can sense astrally and not leave your body.
Yeah,
You're
I
just
can be
dual natured.
Yeah, I'll be dual natured the whole time, unless otherwise dead.
Knowing that, you do sense that she is awakened.
She's the bear.
So you rolled 4 dice and got 5 dice and got, or 4 dice and got 1 or 2 hits.
2 hits.
And she gets to roll strength plus nada. Oh dear, 100% hit rate.
Well,
That's unfortunate. So she shrugs you off, and for being not old, but a middle-aged woman who doesn't seem particularly built, that seems kind of odd. Anything else with your turn?
That's going to be my turn.
Don't worry, she barely beat you. Right.
However, just so that we can follow this rabbit hole, if you had successfully grappled, all attackers, including the grappler, you, would automatically gain edge on the restrained defender, and the defender would experience a -4 dice pool penalty on their defense tests. However, any missed attack on the restrained individual might hit the grappler instead. Meaning you would have to roll defense against any missed attacks as if they were intended for you. That's fun.
I'm going to have to keep those rules in mind the next time I play Noodle.
Yeah, you can just, like I said, you can type grapple in the compendium and it'll pop up and you can read them while we're between turns or whatever. So it is now Mom's turn. She turns away from the young girl and tells you that you should have minded your own business. And I need to figure out how this works.
She's being surprisingly understanding, considering we have literally barged into her home and tried manhandling her.
She casts fear.
She does not cast anything. Let's see here.
She casts I'm a giant bear, bitches.
You need to roll, Kai, willpower plus logic.
Willpower plus logic.
Kai's 2 greatest attributes, right?
I mean,
It's my 2 greatest attributes.
And there's your threshold to beat.
we'll see how this goes.
Fails by 3.
So I failed by 3.
Okay, so you have, for 3 combat rounds, you have the fear status.
Oh no!
Sorry, frightened. Which you take a -4 dice pool penalty on any test directed to or defending against that particular hostile.
Okay, that's cool.
And I'm going to edit that so that it has the right number of rounds. Oh crap, I probably... There we go. And I bet you don't have it anymore because I just started. Let's see here. Oh, you do. Let's see if it's right. It's right. Yay. Okay. Okay, so it actually lasts for 6. But for 3, you are... where'd it go? I had it up and I think I closed it. If you search fear, it's a critter power. It says, while the status the terror lasts, okay, you're terrified for 3 combat rounds, which is panicked plus frightened. And so that's for 3, but for an additional 3, you still have the you still have to do a willpower and logic test to gather your nerve and face her again. So
Okay,
let's
cool.
give you the panicked status also, which I don't know what that does until I assign it to you. We're learning things.
I love how you built this whole thing and you don't know how most of it worked.
What are you talking about?
You built this as part of the compendium, right?
I copy pasted. I've read everything, but I didn't memorize it, and I copy pasted everything during the compendium. It was
So I have-
it was copy, paste to a text editor, remove all the bullshit PDF formatting, then copy from there and paste it into Roll20's amazing compendium editing tools. So yeah, you cannot act except to avoid the condition that is causing the panicked effect. So basically, you have to try to avoid that person. You can't engage that person.
Yeah.
Is how I read that. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
And I'm going to edit that because that is the thing that's only 3 rounds also. I'm going to leave the frightened on there for 6 just so that we remember that you have to do it's willpower and logic plus willpower and logic with a threshold of 3. When that comes up. Okay, sorry.
I suspect the mum's a critter.
So she tells you to, well, actually, not only critters can have critter powers. That's the fun fact.
Yeah.
She says you should not have intervened. And Kai, what you experience is you suddenly feel like you are surrounded by absolute darkness. You can see, but you know that terror that I don't know if anybody else feels it. I have a thing about absolute dark. I don't like it. That terror when you're in an absolutely dark room and you hear a sound that shouldn't be there. You get that, even though you can still see. You just get that bit of panic, and that's what you're reacting to.
But
I feel
Kai
like
is
Kai's hair
the
has gone
darkness in the
completely
night.
like platinum blonde now at this point.
Oh, I like that. The white hair for the fear, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Scared the color right out of your hair. So that is, that is her turn. She's going to, I'm giving her a little bit of extra action economy. She's going to grab, we're going to call her Penny because I know her name. And she's going to shove her back this way a little bit.
Why I have come for yourself.
And it is Andrigger's turn. Andrigger, you did notice that she has an aura of some sort.
Cool. Andrigger is totally going to faint out of totally knowing that it's fear and not just because she's going to try and jump into.
Are you going to faint in the doorway, or are you going to at least try and make it to the corner?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, you might want to be like over here if you can.
The convenient couches. Look, they've got a fainting couch right there for you. No, I think Andriger probably just clumps him down in that bush right there inside the door.
She hides behind the bush. Actually, that's a good point. It is a bush there,
Starts
isn't it?
hugging the fern.
Yeah. So I assume you're jumping into major.
Yes. Now, having reread the rules, so it's a minor action to switch from AR to VR, but it's a major action for the first drone you jump into through an RCC, and it's a minor action to switch drones for if they're on the same RCC for clutch.
So it was a major to get into major.
Well, it's a minor to move, I assume, and a major to get into. Well, a minor to move, a minor to switch to VR, and a major to jump into major. Do you want me to re-roll my thing? Because that will give me 2 more minor actions if I hot sim.
How many more dice do you get? 2?
Let me double check. I think it's 2d6 extra, or is it?
I'll tell you what. Roll the dice and.
If it's cold simmed, it's 2d6 extra. If you're hot simmed, it's 3d6 extra.
No, it's 2d6 extra because you already get 1d6 for a normal initiative.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's cold simmed, you get 2d6 extra. If you're hot simmed, you get 3d6 extra.
Yeah. So I roll an extra 2d6 because I already got the 1d6 from my base initiative.
Okay,
So you're cold simming in.
Yeah.
No, I'm hot simming.
If you're hot sim, you're 46 because that's what the drone gets.
Right.
But it says on my thing here, hot sim 15 plus 3d6.
Right, that's hot sim VR. That's not jumped into a drone. I
Yeah,
assume you get the drone's initiative because
Yeah,
that
you
would
get-
make no sense.
Yeah, hot sim, I get 17 plus 46, so I'm pretty sure you get the same.
Either way, it doesn't matter. So you would get 3 more
So
dice.
that gives me an extra minor action if I'm in the drone.
Right. So you would have 3 more dice. Go ahead and just roll 3d6 knowledge.
Okay. I've been shortchanging myself all this time.
Well, we could be wrong, but we can verify outside the game or between turns. So another 12.
Yep. And then that gives me 3 minor actions, which I guess I can use to start accelerating towards Kai. So I made maximize my acceleration, and she's now got a speed of. It's the red one for speed, right?
For drones, usually that's what I use. It's up to you.
Yep, that's cool. It's still listed as my edge though, because it's 10 out of 7 now. Apparently.
Yeah, I see that. What is your max speed?
For an Oni, I'm pretty sure I changed her stats. So
30?
acceleration is 10, interval is 8, and max speed is 30.
Yeah, I changed the red bar to represent speed now, so you'll have to track your edge either on your character, which is probably the best way. Yeah. Okay, so that's now your speed bar. Speed bar.
Alright, so I had to get up to 10 rather than 7 though, so there we go. I'll have to slow down again on the other side. So that's leaves her 2 minor actions. There's not much I can do with minor actions on a drone, is there?
Not really.
Yeah, I guess I'll just ready a dodge or yeah.
Those you don't even have to ready those. If a grenade comes your way, you can do that kind of stuff.
Cool.
All right, so is that your
Their
turn?
Yeah, I pushed
All right,
the
so I'm gonna
button, right?
yeah, I'm gonna catch up to it's now clutch.
Hey, yep.
And I assume you were outside the door. You didn't actually see Kai
Nope,
turn
I
white
didn't see
here.
anything.
But
Go
Kai-
in, I'll be like, hey, Kenny, shut the door when you come in. Andrigger on the thing over here, like, and Major's in there, I'm like, what the hell's going on? And he's got, do you Major have her gun out?
Yeah, I guess that would have been a minor action to take it out, right? Because she doesn't have it in. I use the gun straight rather than in melee.
Readying a weapon is a major, I believe, but I would assume that you would. Well, you might not have it out walking around the streets.
Oh, okay, and I guess she doesn't have her gun out then. I mean, she has the gun implant. Would it be noticeable if the gun was implanted?
Now, since we're all in AR together, does that mean, and have image link, does that mean I saw whatever Kai saw? Like, what's going on?
I feel like Kai probably has their image link on all the time. Whether or not you want to be plugged into what Kai is seeing all the time is another thing altogether.
Well, so what you would have seen is this looks like, middle-aged mom saying, you should have minded your own business. That's all you would have seen. And then probably Kai turning his back and
going deathly quiet and hair
Yeah,
going
exactly.
white.
And if he's got a biomonitor, I'm sure his biometrics spiked.
Oh yeah, I have a biomonitor and my biometrics did spike. Definitely. Which might be interesting because I also have a Doc Wagon subscription.
Well, Doc Wagon doesn't care until they flatline.
So just in case, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna jack into my little roto drone and put it down.
I was saying, yeah, the steel
unfold
links.
it.
A steel links charging into this house might be
No.
somewhat obvious.
Yeah, no, I carry my roto drone like on my back, it folds up and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it down and unfold it and jack into it.
Excellent. That's a shame we aren't streaming. I'll try again and just get annoyed. Well,
I'll do my hot Simmons. I got 27. I forgot to click my thing, obviously. Let me go get my roto drone.
remind me after your turn to change your initiative. Because it'll mess things up again.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, OBS is not being friendly today, so I'm just going to...
There you go. And then that would be me then.
All right, so that gives us another person's turn.
Wow, what happened to me?
You have a 7.
Yeah.
He has a 12.
Oh, I've seen Andrigger.
Yeah, I haven't adjusted things. And actually no, he's not going to come up to Kai. He's going to come up to here.
And lob a grenade at the 2 riggers.
Yes, absolutely. Who? Hold on. Why did it skip to Andrigger?
Did skip Andrigger.
No, it's
Because
skipped
Andrigger is the
to
bestest
Andrigger.
ever. She's a woman, obviously that makes her the bestest ever. Just like Ray Palpatine, right?
Should be Kenny's turn, right?
Well, it'll be
Oh,
the
I'm
12 initiative guy.
whoever the 12 initiative guy is. I got you.
Did you say Ray Palpatine?
Ray Palpatine's
Well, they
turn.
want to call her Ray Skywalker, but we all know it's Ray Palpatine.
Anyway, it's Dad's turn. Dad is going to go to there, and a chair comes moving out of the dining room to Kai's.
Shouldn't
Right.
I move to try and get away from the mom?
Did you have movement?
Well, since it's a new round.
Well, it's not a new round yet.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
No, and so it's not your turn yet. Logically, it probably would be like if you have a minor left, you have to use it to move if you haven't moved already. But I don't like taking player what's the word?
Autonomy.
Player autonomy away, and you.
Agency.
The only
Well, I
thing you
already
can't
moved,
do. Well, the
so
only
I
thing you
need to
can't
move
do is
and
attack her
act
anyway. The only thing you can't do is attack her. You have to try and get away from what you're afraid of, which is the dark.
I feel like it would be. I need, because of the way she casted the spell, I feel like I would need to get away from her.
Yes,
which
you
I'm
might want to
fine
run
with.
around the corner or something on your turn, but that's I will leave it to you to figure out how you want to react to that. She is the source of your fear, but other than that, that's all you got to deal with. So same thing still happens. A chair, or no, not a chair because he can't see those, but he can see into the kitchen. So a frying pan comes flying out of the kitchen and tries to pummel Kai.
Now, quick question about frightened. Since I'm not afraid of him, I don't take the -4.
Correct, because you're not reacting to fear of him.
Okay.
So you're defending against 3 hits, normal defense.
I still have a minor, so I'll dodge.
Aw, I don't have an asset in my library that is a frying pan. 8 hits, I think you definitely avoid the frying pan swing. Maybe you cover your head with your wings or something. Does he get extra actions? He does not. How far did he move? Wrong. I think he moved 5. He's going to move back around the corner. And that is his turn. Kenny!
Alright, Kenny's going to walk. Why is the door closed again?
Because Clutch said to close it when you came in.
Yeah, I said for him to close it when he comes in. Like,
Oh,
hey, close the
I
door.
didn't close it.
How much action economy is it to close a door?
It's a free action as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Kenny's going to walk up to here. They're like, look, people, this is all a misunderstanding. We need to calm down and maybe stop trying to kill each other. Also, Kai, you realize we're in this people's home, but you lady, why are you throwing the kid around? What's going on? And that's all I'm doing. Hopefully I can try and de-escalate, but that's... If not, the gun's coming out next turn.
Would you like to roll influence?
Yes, I would. Not that I'm going to do great, but I would like to try. Is that a negotiation or just influence?
I rolled the wrong thing against Kai. Why is there a yellow bomb?
And would you be logically trying to calm them down, assuming logic's better than charisma for you? I assume, because negotiation does let you. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure negotiation lets you use either logic or charisma, right? Based on the situation and GM's approval.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's good. He rolled the same thing he should have. Okay, yeah, you can use logic. That's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, was this a negotiation or just regular influence?
I feel like it would be influence.
Okay, yeah. I don't think we've reached the negotiation stage either.
No, you haven't even started talks.
Look, we just walked in. There's no reason for us to automatically be fighting.
Not bad, not bad.
I was pretty good on 9. And the only one there is Mom. What would roll against that? Judge intentions. Somebody hover over judge intentions and tell me what the attributes are. I feel like it's willpower or it's intuition and logic, right?
Willpower and intuition.
Willpower.
Oh, I was right in the first guess. She ain't buying it.
Well, crap. I mean, that's, yeah,
I mean,
too much to making a skill check. I'm pretty sure I'm done here.
By percentages, you did better than her, but... that would be your turn, and little girl is functionally restrained. Clutch.
Alright, I guess
Actually,
I'm gonna...
Who would like to go first, Clutch or Andriger?
This is where we use Eric, right? So I assume he would beat me because his edge is undoubtedly better than 1.
Eric, I don't know Eric.
Edge reaction, edge reaction, intuition, and then coin toss.
Oh, that's cool. Is that
And
in
he
the
beats
book?
me on edge. Yeah, it's in the notes. It's in like the actual call rule.
I got 5 right now because I used.
Yeah, you got 5 edge and I got 1 edge, so you'll undoubtedly beat me.
Well, I think it's the edge stat, not the amount of edge you have. But yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
edge stat. Yeah.
I got 4 for that too.
Yeah, it's better than my 1.
Hey.
Worst case scenario, you're going to be the same as me on that.
Come over here. I got the stun rounds in it, the gel rounds. Anyways, I never changed it. I keep forgetting. So I'll shoot Mom, I guess, since she's throwing a kid around. Almost rolled the heavy machine gun on the steel link. So 1 second.
I was able to search initiative and then control F on the page and see Eric. Amazing.
So I'm gonna shoot some. It's 7 stun, not P, but yeah.
Mom?
Yep. Because she's pushing the kid around. That's all I know.
And you got 5 hits.
Yep. Which is pretty horrible for my thing.
Yeah, 22 dice pool. She rolled 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a reroll for 5 damage. 4 of those.
I don't like that.
What do you want from me?
So she still tied you.
Nice.
So it's still 7p.
Still
She's got
7,
it. Sorry,
7S, yeah.
Also,
Also
it's
4 edge.
I think it's 4 edge to re-roll your misses, isn't it, or is it 5?
Actually, you know what? She's going to use her 2 edge and have you re-roll 2. Nah,
Oh.
never mind. I already rolled the soak. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So she takes 4. She'll
Right.
just use that edge next round because she's not going to go down.
And there's a minor to move, so I don't have another major. So yeah.
Did
that's
you
all I got.
only have? Oh, it's not 1.
I got two
9.
majors, right?
Yeah, if you've got 4 plus dice. No, I was looking at your AR is 9.
Right, but I had
against her DR.
right.
But if the intuition, sorry, I mean, yeah, if the initiative is a plus 46, then you get 1 minor anyway. So wouldn't that give you the 5 minors?
If you're in a drone, you should have 4 minors at least. Because
Right.
you're rolling 46, so that should give you 5.
But don't I use one of those to move?
Yeah, you did. But you still have
Yeah.
4, so you
Oh,
can
So I
convert
can do
4.
a major.
That's
That's
what I
okay
was
for me,
saying, because
okay.
I thought we got a 3d6 for the initiative
Ah.
on the drone, and then you get the plus 1 minor anyway.
I'll shoot her again then.
No, you won't. She's going to use 3 edge and make you re-roll 3.
All right then.
You click the little minus button.
Minus
on your
button.
results, right? By where it says
I was
re-roll.
about to hit the plus button. Just 1 second.
Either one works. They do the same thing, it just sets the default to how many hits versus how many misses.
Still tied you.
That's okay. So still 7p.
7S.
Unfortunately,
I'm doing gel rounds.
unfortunately, that beats her immunity to normal weapons. 3.
So she's
Alright.
taken a total of 7s damage thus far, right?
Something like that. That is your turn, Clyde.
Yep.
And it is Major's turn. Because we
Major
all
will
know
move
Andrew
around.
doesn't do shit.
So I'd always just assumed that to look more human, she didn't have the embedded gun. So I assumed she would take it out. So I guess it's a major to take out the gun, leave me 1 major after the movement to slow down to 0, right?
Sure.
Ready it
Well,
up.
you readied the weapon for Major, and then you
And then that leaves
move.
me.
Yeah, so I convert the last 4 minors into another major and try and shoot her with the gel round.
Okay. Oh, are you using stick and shock on her? Because that gives her zapped, right?
I didn't. I only have gel rounds for this one. I have stick
Oh,
and shock
okay.
for my steel links, but I don't have a stick and shock.
Well,
for
she
the
should have been doing rolls for those, so I'm going to do the 2 rolls. She's on her butt.
Oh no, I don't have stick and shock for the roto. I only have it for the steel.
No, gel
ones.
knocks you down.
Yeah,
Oh,
has
gel
a
knocks.
knockdown.
Oh, gel knocks you down. Okay.
I'm also shooting gel. Not that that makes a difference if she's already on a butt.
And you have 10 AR versus her 12 DR, so 4 hits versus defense. So you've got 5p. Correct?
I don't know why it's not listing it as an S because I've got it listed as gel, but it would be 4.
Right, but plus
Plus
the
A.
1, yeah, so 5. Nothing happened. The rounds bounce harmlessly off of her.
Because I rolled shit.
Because
Fair enough.
you don't have 7S from your weapon. So that is your turn. Kai!
Yeah.
I feel like I should still be panicked.
Yeah,
Frightened.
it's not. Panicked is not expiring because of the shenanigans with the.
Can't go towards her, but you can shoot the other guy.
So I'm gonna go down here, I think, and hide because Kai is terrified of the monster that's at the end of the hallway. And then I feel like Kai is going to probably pull out their taser and start screaming about the monster at the end of the hallway.
Fair enough. And it's Mom's turn. See, you have used her kryptonite. You have used drones.
Ah,
Well, she can see.
Shaz,
Yes.
just as reference, I don't know why it's not configured correctly. That should have been 6S because the FNP is base of 4, and I was doing burst fire.
I
That's why
don't
it's not
know.
coming up. Because it would be 4S plus 2 for the burst fire. Right?
yes.
So it should have been 6, which becomes 7S.
Well, I don't see any weapons on Major, so.
Oh no, it's because it's all listed in my own sheet. So
Is it your primary weapon?
yes, it's my primary weapon. Because the FNP 93 is base of 4 damage, and I was doing burst fire, as you can see in the listing. So I don't know why it wasn't coming out correct.
Because you had to set it to single first and then go to burst. It
Yeah.
now shows 6p.
But they're gel rounds, so it should be 6S. So.
Well, yeah, but it's showing regular round also.
Hmm.
See, I just put gel on, and now everything's right.
There you go.
Anyway, does that mean there was damage done?
No.
So 7S wasn't enough to get through, even though it got
Six-
through with...
Success.
Did you say something?
Well, with clutch 7S.
No, I
damage
thought
through.
Clutch said something. I'm not going to retcon it now because things have already moved forward. But yeah, that would have probably gotten through. So I've got two people. I've got Kenny and Andrew that she can see. She doesn't know why the person is sleeping. So she's going to randomly pick one of you. Kenny,
Yeah.
go 1 to 2. So Andriger, you're catching the fear. She's Andriger in your, I guess in your brain. You're going to hear "go away," and you have a distinct fear of darkness. Actually, that's
I
if
get to
you.
roll resistance.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's if you fail the roll, which you have a good chance of because you have mental stuff.
Yeah, well,
Willpower and logic.
It's willpower and logic versus willpower and magic, and I'll roll mine. You roll yours. Six hits. Versus 6 hits. Tygo's the attacker, though. I assume that
Stay
goes.
edge then. I got
You-
3 edge.
I'll
Yes,
get
you
her
can.
to reroll 3.
How many?
I'll get her to reroll 3.
Oh, no! Okay, so you resist. But you definitely felt something messing with your psyche. And Major heard her saying what I said she said. I can't remember what it was. It's Dad's turn. Dad, you can do things, right? Where are you? AR for melee weapons? Oh, never mind. You have definitely
Melee
found
weapon plus strength.
you have definitely found the kryptonite for this encounter. However, have you? and this may be an X card situation, but Dad grabs the young girl that we're calling Penny in a like a chokehold and says, "Get out, or we end the child." That is his action. Yeah, you get the impression that this is not not the parent. If it is, they're very bad parents. Terrible parents. You should probably report them to Child Protective Services. Kenny.
Yeah.
CPS, open up.
Should do that right now.
So the dead guy has a hold of the kid, right?
Yes, you might be able to see it if Major has a feed. She probably looked over.
You can see it on my drone's feed.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, you know this. He's like, the typical hostage situation where they hide behind the hostage. He's kind of big because he's 6'1" and she's a child, so how much cover he gets is up to me. I'd say probably cover 2 at the best.
And I've seen him use magic already, so I know he doesn't need weapons.
He has. Your best guess would be he was the reason the frying pan was attacking Kai.
Mm-hmm.
But you not being able to sense that, you don't know for sure. Above the table, it was his turn when it happened, so.
Yeah, I mean, but I saw him come out, and then the frying pan attacked Kai, and then he went back in, right?
Exactly.
Wow, this is a tough one.
Mom's is looking pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm also scared if we just leave that things could get worse for the kid.
Well, she was beckoning for help, but you don't know that. Only Clutch knows that.
Yeah, I'm
unless he told you guys.
I'm going to try and take the mom down because I don't think we should be leaving. So I'm going to quick spend the minor to quick draw and then just shoot the mom one time. Maybe.
4 hits. Defense roll. And we wait. New.
Jesus. That's my turn.
It was worth a try. I'm going to let her roll strength or agility against him. Unfortunately, she's a mere mortal child, so she's probably going to fail. Against his strength. Oh, she's got a chance. I think the average person is 3? Or is the average person 1?
Average. Yeah, average human is 3.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to give her 3 dice. Actually, I'm going to give her 2 dice because she's a child.
But you said agility. She might be a very dexterous, agile little child.
I will accept that argument on her behalf.
She's super agile with a 4.
She's
a
wiry.
agility.
She's wiry. Anybody have any edge they want to help her use?
I've already burned through all my edge at the moment. Or spent all my edge.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All
Guy
right.
has an edge. I'll burn that.
Well, you don't have to burn it, but you have 2 edge.
No, I only have 1,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately.
you can only give a person 1 for 2.
Yeah. Same with Kenny.
Yeah, I only got 1. I only got 1 as well.
Alrighty. Well, she's unfortunately squirming, but not able to break free. Clutch. It is
Alright.
Rotodrone's turn. Rody.
Well, I'm gonna shoot the guy, I guess, because he's got the kid. I guess. I don't know.
He has.
The kid.
He's going to get 2 extra dice on his defense roll.
I fly the drone behind him.
He will be turning as necessary. That's the whole point of cover.
Well, then the major will have a shot at him. So I guess either way,
That's right.
someone won't have it, right?
No, this is combat. It's constantly moving.
Ah, I see. What does cover do? I mean, I can almost hit the.
He's going to get 2 extra dice on his defense roll. That's all it does.
Oh, okay. I'll risk it, I guess.
Oh, I didn't put his DR in. Because he definitely has more than a 1 DR.
That's the first shot.
Well, holy hell.
Clutch really likes defending kid.
That's right.
So with his 11 dice, he got 3 hits. I really wish immunity to normal weapons was like DR and just subtracted from the damage.
That would make more sense. But
Because I feel like the whole, well, if you exceed it, then you get to do full damage is stupid.
yeah, kind of weird.
It should basically be like, okay, you're going against that dragon. He's got 15 immunity. Then you have to do 16 or more damage to touch him.
I thought it was. It just comes off.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
thought-
isn't. That's the way it's worded. If it exceeds that number, then all of the damage has to be soaked.
Yeah, I think that's how armor should work too. But what do you do?
Well, I think that's kind of how armor worked in 5e, but I've never played 5e.
Right.
But
That
from
is
the
how-
complaints I've heard, that's how it worked.
In 5e, unless it was hardened armor, it reduced damage from physical to stun. But on drones,
Well, we have
stun doesn't mean anything.
an optional rule in player. It's not player. The
LCC.
yeah. No. I'm looking at my books to remember the name of the book. Oh God, where is it?
I know in the LCC.
The Sixth World Companion. The Sixth World Companion has an optional rule where every 4 points of armor convert 1 physical to 1 stun.
Correct.
Nice.
What
But
if you do stun damage?
we haven't been applying that because none of us remember it.
Gotcha.
Well,
Oh.
that rule was used in the LCC, so I'm sure Jack would remember it.
And I don't have a problem with it because I do. I feel like if you're wearing heavy armor, which would be 4 or more, then that makes sense. It absorbs some of that blunt force trauma. But anyway, so you did a shitload of damage to him.
15s.
I see 8 and 15s. And he gets to soak with his bajillion body. That wasn't 15. Try again. No, that wasn't 15. Try again. I'm going to stop cheating now. He soaks 2 of that 15, so he takes 13.
13s. Is he still up?
And you have knocked him out.
All right. I'll do the second shot on the other girl. Blah, blah,
Chuz,
blah.
Yes.
on hard
Um,
immunity to normal weapons says it applies as hardened armor, and hardened armor says that you add its rating as automatic hits on damage resistance tests.
Really?
Then why was I corrected last week or 2 weeks ago saying that if it got past that, then it was full damage soak? So what that means is he still would be against 11 and 7 with the what was it, 3? But 15, so it would have been minus 4. He would have soaked against 11, which would have given him still 9. He'd still be up. So you're shooting at him with 1,000,000 now.
Okay, so then I'd shoot at him again if he's still up. So he let go of the girl.
Yeah, you're trying to drop him so he leaves her alone.
Yep.
9 versus his 12 is not going to do it. He's going to roll his defense. A 4, so that's 5 and 7 is 12. Minus his 4 is 8. And he takes 4, and that's enough. He got to die twice.
Nice.
Well, he got to go unconscious twice. It's not like one of you is going to run in and first aid him to bring him back up, so he's dead functionally. But actually, yeah. So that was Clutch's turn.
Yep.
Edgar.
On the mum, obviously.
Sorry, you rolled that before I hit your turn. You're gonna have to try. I'm kidding. So 7, Mom.
I mean, I only got average successes, so I'm happy to try again if you want.
Ooh, nice. You got any edge you'd like to use?
I have 2, so I might as well spend 2.
You gonna make her reroll too?
Yep.
Oh no! So you have 8S, which means she's soaking 2S. So she's taking 2S.
Nice.
See, this makes more sense to me than what I was apparently misinformed. I'm gonna have to reread it all to make sure because I thought it seemed right, even though I disagreed with it at the time. So I'm gonna have to reread stuff. Is this a second attack?
What we did Yep,
I
Yep.
just had to double check because I had assumed it was like damage resistance in like Pathfinder, and
Takes 3, she's down. Yeah, I thought it was like DR as well, because that makes sense. Because everybody says dragons are really hard to kill, if not impossible. But if all you got to do is exceed their DR and then they have to soak everything, then how's that really matter?
yeah.
That just means you need a tank to take out a dragon. And from what I've read, some of the megas have tried to take them out with bigger armament than that.
Well, when Lofweir killed his brother, didn't they shoot cruise missiles at each other just to distract each other a little bit while they were dueling?
I do not know. I have not read any of the actual novels. I've just read little bits and pieces here and there, people talking about it.
I know in 5e, I killed one with 12 million Nuyen in my rigger, so...
So, do you want to murder the child? I'm assuming not.
Kai is still gonna be cowering in the corner for probably about a minute.
No, unless you're just extending the range or the duration.
Yeah, it's only about 20 seconds.
So, am I hearing that Kai is shook? I think that's the current vernacular.
Yeah, Major will bend down and just like Megan go, "It's okay, little girl. I am here to save you."
It's not your normal
Danger,
voice that comes
Bill
out.
Robinson, danger.
All right,
Danger,
we
danger,
are
Will.
out of
Danger.
combat.
It wouldn't be your voice coming out of it.
And the little girl runs over to the parents. Mom, Dad, why are you like this? She's
Oh,
very upset.
AFK for a tick.
Yep.
So,
It's 9:30. We could take a brief bio break and drink refill, etc.
Sure, yeah, they're only stunned, by the way, because we did all stun damage.
Yeah, they are not down. They're not dead. They're just down. They're napping. So let's come back in just a couple minutes, and just for the sake of, so are we back?
I think
I
most of us are.
So
We're still waiting on Zen.
So everybody assumed Jack was out gallivanting when he didn't answer a call from Kat. Apparently he was unwell and was resting. Right?
yep, or just tired.
So he was in his room the whole time. We just couldn't find him.
Door was locked, but he keeps it locked all the time because he doesn't trust y'all.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That or he was so tired he fell asleep in the unused room. You know, the one we were going to put the bear in?
I was going to say, you mean Fozzie's room? Waka, waka, waka!
He might still find the bear.
So to this point, the team is investigating the area that you, one of the areas that you investigated the blackouts in. And they're investigating the astral there, which is something Andrew has been doing off and on. And while they were doing some sleuthing, they Clutch noticed a young girl trying to get someone's attention from a second-story window, and they went to investigate, and she was mom-handled and thrown across the room, and the rest of the team decided that was not how they wanted to see a child treated, so they charged in and proceeded to murder the parents.
We didn't murder them. They're sleeping.
Uh-huh. It's my story. I'm going to tell it how I want to, even if it is a
I
lie.
just went night-night with the night-night stick.
They were using gel and stick and shock, but they still murdered the parents.
Hopefully, it was in front of the child.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of them tried to use the child as a human shield.
Yeah, it's a true story.
But you
I'm
said
back.
one of them though. The one of them was not on our team.
Yeah, one of the
Just to be
parents.
clear.
Yeah, we didn't use the child as a human shield. They did.
I mean, I am surprised.
That's funny. Oh, well, Kai ran and cowered in a corner for the entire fight.
That's right. Kai was a chicken. That's why
Yeah,
he's got wings.
I'm so
chicken
used to having 12 strength. When I tried to grapple someone, it didn't go well.
Ooh, yeah. Wrong character.
No.
You did miss the best, most phenomenal, most Shadowrun run ever.
Which run are you talking about?
That Prime run I ran last night was simply amazing.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It looked really cool, but I just wasn't available for the time.
Me neither, unfortunately, or I would have definitely applied, even though I probably knew what the hell was going to happen, at least generally.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I did change a bunch of stuff up. I mean, there were cyborg tigers with lasers, so
I mean, that right there just sounds awesome.
Nice.
As long as there's not a motorcycle jumping over sharks.
so I read the box text for the room. You know, you go into the room and blah blah blah, and then PJ starts walking across the room, and then I read the box text for as you're walking across the room, you hear a click as the floor plate shifts beneath you, and the evil red eyes are glaring at you out of a dark cage as the door slowly opens. And so I showed them the cybernetic tiger that I had mid journey drop that looks absolutely vicious and like, deadly. Without missing a beat, PJ's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna jump on that tiger. I'll never have another chance in my life to ride a laser, a cybernetic laser-eyed tiger."
What else would you expect a Shadowrunner to do?
I'm
I
surprised
feel
BJ didn't try to take it home.
I feel like you need to link that image in the Discord so that I can share it with the recording for posterity.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. So I guess I need to start from the beginning. In the beginning, it was definitely a copy of some other module out there that you start in a train car and you're disguised as chefs, and you're making menus and stuff. But I totally Shadowrun flavored it. Like
Oh, this
there
was
was,
this was your train heist.
yeah. So there was an actual pixie in the animal larder that they had to spank to get pixie dust off of.
Walt Disney would be proud.
The cockatrice, and of course they're Shadowrunners, so they tried to rescue her, and she told them that she was a very happy and successful working girl, and this was the easiest job she'd ever had. And so they get and Ramsel
So
Gore,
did rescue turn into kidnapping at that point?
no, she
Oh,
told
okay.
them to buzz off. Like I
So
played
so
her
they
like,
took no as no. Good.
yeah, I played her like what's the pixie in SRM? Did the voice
Oh,
and everything.
oh, what's her name? I can imagine her.
Trouble, yeah, Trouble. So and PJ's getting pissed off because Ramsel Gord, the Gordon Ramsay clone, is just he sticks his finger in her plate and he stirs it around and he tells her it's a dog's breakfast, and so she shoots him with her tranquilizer gun. And then they all fake that he's having a seizure, and they make to the next car, which was an And Then episode. So they're looking for some luggage to find something, and everybody's like, I'm looking here, and then this crazy thing happens. Noodle and Baron are very familiar with me doing this.
Oh, I love those and then
Yeah.
things.
So, and a Bust of Moves baboon doll came out and then slammed open a case that was filled with Nova Coke, which got blasted in the air and got sucked into the ventilation system. Everybody got Nova Coked. So the rest of the run may very well have been just a fever dream.
That's hilarious.
So all the runners were tripping on coke for the rest of the run.
Yes, and they even found some bliss, and they've learned who the Nova Coke and the bliss belonged to. It was the same guy who owned the cybernetic tigers. So that may or may not come up later on.
Anyway, so
Yeah, sorry
now
for
that
derailing, but
now that we've had
midnight.
the run within the run. So yeah, the young girl is distraught that her parents are sleeping, and
Mommy, Daddy, why won't you wake up?
well, she does not seem to understand why they're acting the way they were, and that's where we stand.
So is this behavior not normal then?
Are you asking the child?
I'll probably phrase it a little bit more appropriate for the child, but yes.
She says that mommy and daddy started acting weird recently. I'm trying to figure out when recently is.
Can I
Approximately
proper-
this. Go ahead.
Can I do a proper like astral sensing on the sleeping bodies because they're still there, right? So I might be able
Yes,
to see
I
them.
recommend you do that. She tells you that about the same time that you guys were here before, when the blackouts stopped, is when mommy and daddy started acting strangely and wouldn't let her leave the house and constantly tormented her, making her scared. But at night, but in the daytime, they were normal, and didn't believe her that they were acting like that at nighttime.
Just to clarify, it's nighttime now, then is it, or is it still the day?
It's nighttime.
I feel like we need to. I think I have some zip ties. We should tie them up and then have a conversation with them about how they were behaving in the morning.
Well, the zip ties will probably work against them during the day for sure. But what is the sensing for? That should give me just about everything on at least one of them.
I'm waiting for my internet to not be garbage. I can't even load things. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm going to have to call Comcast and raise hell with them.
I got 4 hits. So.
Yeah, I saw
Yes,
that. I'm
sir.
trying to pull up the table. Well, you're aware that they don't have BioWare and implants. Strangely enough, she was Force 4 and he was Force 6. And there are 2 astral signatures in each of them.
If only I could do banishing.
We're not about to have to deal with bugs, are we?
This is more of a possession situation.
Yeah,
Clearly
this
the
is a
people are
Jack.
still there.
This is a Jack needs to risk his life to banish some powerful spirit.
Oh, Jack's not. Jack's. I'm just relaxing tonight.
Jack is incommunicado.
Yeah, can't we just call some kind of service, banish us or something? Comes over and like
You could,
does this.
with a
Like-
4, you can identify these as shadow spirits
Oh, just shine some light on them. It should be fine.
possessing 2 normal humans. You might be able to get some assistance helping them from Mr. Johnson.
We just want to get them to a tanning salon. It should be fine.
Leave him in a tanning bed 24/7 so that
Yeah.
they always think it's daytime.
What we need to do is we need to make them ingest the light. Just get the light all up inside of them.
So we gotta poke holes in them. What is what you saying?
I think this is a prime example of why I need a laser gun.
That certainly would get the light in them.
All right then.
So Kenny will assure the girl that their parents are going to be okay. They're just taking a nap right now, and we will do everything we can to try and make them start acting normal again. But yeah, we should absolutely zip tie these people and throw them in the
Yep.
trunk or something until we can find
Yeah.
something better.
Zip ties might not be enough at nighttime,
Yeah,
so multiple zip
yeah,
ties. will-
yeah.
I have one set of containment manacles, I believe, or maybe that's. We can get some.
I'm
I
assuming
mean-
it's the mother that's the Force 6 and the father was a Force 5, right? Oh, sorry, Force 4.
I believe it's the opposite, actually. Yeah,
Oh.
no, Mom is 6, Dad is 4, yeah.
Considering she was much tougher than him, so.
She went down a lot quicker.
I mean,
He went down in 2 shots. She
Yeah.
went down in 5.
Yep.
we
Well,
can
it would have been
taser-
more if we'd realized that we were doing immunity to normal weapons wrong all along.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do? Live and learn, live and learn.
I think you guys just convinced me to do it wrong to cheat. Yep, that had to be it.
I mean, last
Oh.
session you were the one that told us how it worked.
No, I was thinking it worked the way we just decided it worked. So that's why I said after we're done, I'm probably going to have to read that section and go, how does it really work, or how do I think it really works? Anyway, so you're going to basically they're subdued now. You're going to basically put them in some way of containment.
Yeah. We'll manacle them, I guess, or something. Let me have to.
Manacle them,
What-
tie them up
what-
with power cords, something.
What is
Yep.
the availability for containment manacles? Because if we can just get another set of those, then that'd be fine.
Put the one set on the one we have on her, and then him will just.
Containment
I-
manacles cost 250 and are availability 3.
So I feel like we could probably get those, right?
We'll run by
BDSM are us.
run by like Ace Hardway or something, and.
Stuffer Shack has everything.
Yeah, it'll be in the BDSM section.
No, that's for the cheap plastic ones that aren't actually hardened.
There we go. We still got to find a bear though, so we could throw him in a van, I guess. Give him to the cops. I don't know. What do we? What do we do?
I
Well,
mean,
this neighborhood just has that security force. It doesn't have cops.
so the way I figure, Kai can just drive these people to the Johnson, see if he can take a look at them, maybe exercise them.
All right, I guess since we're not looking for this, I thought we
Well,
were
you
gonna look
could-
for the bear first. Are we gonna do that before or after we find the
You
bear?
could call your Mr. Johnson
Yeah,
and,
let's just
and
call
find
that.
out that he's willing to help because he wants to, investigate what they were doing here. This might be tied to your mission in the first place.
All right, we just leave him here. We put him in the bathroom. We wait for Mr.
Well,
Johnson to get here.
what he's going to ask you to do is, why don't you stick them in your van and have your van deliver them?
Fine.
Well, instead of sending the van, why don't I just send my Ford Interceptor?
Yeah, whatever.
That way
Sounds
you can
good.
keep your van here with us.
Sounds like a plan.
Anyone have any narcojet?
I don't think
I-
so.
Not yet. I didn't get those drones yet.
Well,
Next.
hopefully the Ford Interceptor's still in one piece when we get it back.
That'll be the next one, so that'll be fine.
I mean, it's a fast car and it's relatively tanky, so
I love this plan. Let's do it.
So you're going to send them to Mr. Johnson, and hopefully that gets dealt with. Is the young girl going, or are you going to leave a prepubescent child here in the house alone?
no, obviously she's gonna go with us while we hunt the bear.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean,
course.
you need bait.
No, she's gonna learn. Obviously, she's gonna learn from all of us how to be a Shadowrunner.
Oh, okay.
We need
Pat, do you have
apprentices.
any large weapons you can give her?
Yes, I have a medium machine gun that she can totally carry.
Like a 9-year-old child with a radar.
Yeah, this sounds great.
Well, what's that strap? The gun strap thing, the arm. That means you only need strength 2 to actually wield medium machine guns.
Ooh,
And we've already established your strength 2.
Try
Okay.
I can
Why
give
don't
her
you go ahead and try that full auto?
Okay,
Give
Kenny.
her a flamethrower.
You are not taking a child on the rest of the run.
Okay, Kenny, find that wolfhound. We gotta go get us a bear.
Yeah, so you were able to get an ID code for the tracking tag on that expensive dog that was carried off by the bear. It's going to be a matrix search. Let's say threshold of 8 because it's a little ways away.
All right.
Probably take you 2 rounds.
Probably.
Because don't you do those in 1 round now instead of 10 minutes?
Yes, I do.
Oh, do you have an ability that lets you do it in a round rather than 10 minutes?
Well, that's a 3. Yeah, I have a thing that lets me do that, but it's probably the thing that's gonna knock me out because
Ouch, that wild die really screwed you.
Yeah, the wild die does.
it does. But there's a point of edge. Now I gotta do it again with a -1 because all my modifiers don't work very well.
Wow, there's your 8.
Like you said, 2 rounds.
That first round was making it iffy. So you track down the tracking tag to a nearby park area. Let me move you guys to the. I'm going to move you guys to firewall formation so that I can copy and paste you easier. Is the rotodrone just going to fly along with you?
Yeah, it'll follow me until we get in the van. I'll put it away, and then drive to the park. Well, I might get the steel links out to try it out, and I don't know, or just shoot it with the panther cannon, whatever.
So it's a nearby park area. I'm just going to reuse a map from previous.
Oh, I guess I don't have stick and shock rounds for the panther cannon though, so I guess I should do the steel links.
That is amusing though. A panther cannon with stick and shock round.
Yeah.
That's just wrong, but would be great against vehicles.
Yes.
We may have to call this because I can't even load the freaking map. Oh, it's a lovely green. That's weird.
There we go. I see the map.
Oh, I do too. Wait, were you guys slow to see the map?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it was a roll 20 problem, not a you problem for that.
Maybe it's all a roll 20 problem. No, because that wouldn't explain the OBS crashing. But OBS is recording fine, so it's obviously not my computer. It's either internet or stuff on the internet. That's okay.
Well, since we're gonna be out in the woods, I feel like it's probably fine for me to wear my body armor and pull out my gun.
Yeah, if we in the woods hunting bear, maybe we'll keep the guns out.
So you have tracked the bear down, and you're able to find the bear.
Are we really gonna try and subdue the bear instead of killing it?
Yeah.
That ain't.
Is there any
these
reason why
look
we
familiar.
shouldn't subdue the bear?
No, except yeah, that
You got
thing is
So
great.
I will give you a description. The Piasma is very obviously a descendant of the black bear, Ursus americanus. It shares the bear's muscular body type, dense coat of fur, and powerful claws and muzzle. However, the awakened Piasma is also a distinct breed with an adult length of 3 meters, a height of 150 centimeters at the shoulder, and a weight of 600 kilograms. When it stands up on its hind legs, it's 14 feet tall.
Sounds great.
The Piasma more than doubles the size of most mundane black bears. The Piasma is further distinguished by a steel gray pelt color and a pair of powerful boar-like tusks mounted on its lower jaw.
I want to ride it into battle.
They are known to be aggressive nocturnal predators. Guess what? It's nocturnal time.
You should totally go and try and ride it.
All right. First, I'm gonna
So
fly into the air.
what I need is you guys are hunting for
Yes,
be
but
very,
I,
very
Yes.
quiet.
because you don't have an exact location from that tracker. That led you to the remains of the dog. There is not much remaining.
You mean
Alright.
a giant pile of bear poop?
Not bear poop, because that would be pretty quick to consume and excrete. But basically, the tracking bit is in the remains, the little bits and pieces that the bear didn't eat. So you're gonna have to hunt it down. So I would like outdoors from everybody that's actually actively hunting, because I know you're all tracker outdoorsman types, right?
Oh
That's
yeah.
what, intuition.
Say again.
That's an intuition test, right?
I don't know. I've never had to do it in Shadowrun. Outdoor skills. It is loading. Untrained is doable. Intuition, yes. I do love
I
being
got
able to
three.
search.
I got one.
I got a 2.
Waiting for Kenny.
Yee. There was outdoors, you said?
Yeah, or just raw intuition, -1.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Andrigger, somehow you, being the rough outdoorsy type that you
Of course.
are able to tell by the direction that the remains are scattered that the bear went off in this direction. And you don't think that this happened too long ago. So you may sense that you're in danger, all of you.
Well, since I'm in the van, it shouldn't be that bad. What danger?
Oh wait, is Andrigger in person or in the van?
I would have probably put her astral. So body would be in the van. She would be astral and looking
Well,
around.
that would not have worked then, because you can't track an astral, at least not physical tracking in the astral.
Fine, I will physically be out there endangering my life like everyone else.
Well, you can always be hiding behind Major. If
I
you
mean,
know, if you know which direction danger is coming from, that is.
I'm totally gonna make like a strap so my body can be dragged behind the steel links when I'm in it. So it'll be
You
fine.
cannot.
You can totally do that.
You'll
you
be
could
basically. That's funny.
jumped into the major.
Is there such a thing as a piggyback thing? Like,
No, there is not. You cannot use drones as vehicles. All
I'm
vehicles
not
are
gonna use it as a
drones.
vehicle.
All
It's
vehicles
just
are
gonna-
drones. No drones are vehicles.
It's not gonna be a vehicle. It's just gonna drag my body around.
No,
It's
I'm
fine.
talking about piggybacking on Major. If you want to
Oh,
take damage from your body being dragged around, that's up to you.
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like
maybe
you
I-
won't be moving far.
Maybe I'll make a trailer for it.
then
But
you're
just,
making
I
a
mean-
drone into a vehicle.
But just, I've given piggybacks to people, so obviously Major, who is humanoid form, could
Nope.
give me a piggyback.
Nope. There's some mysterious force that makes that not work. It must be magic. Okay, so Kai is flying.
Oh, good God.
I'm trying to find wings. I don't know where the hell they are.
I need to get a vantage point, see if I can find the bear from
Well, it's a pretty
higher
dense,
elevation.
it's a pretty dense forest, even though this image doesn't imply that. But yeah. So currently Kai is not a ground target. Clutch is not a ground target. Is the Steel Lynx out with everybody?
Yeah, Steel Link's out there, and I got the rotor drone also out there, just dog braining the.
Rotodrone's not a target. So I see Kenny and Major and Andrigger. Kenny, are you moving forward like that?
I don't know. I assumed that Kai's in the air. The riggers are hiding behind their metal shields. I guess Kenny's bait here.
So that makes you the bait? Okay, I like.
Steel Links can be the bane. It's coming up.
So out of the woods comes charging a Piasma.
Look at that cute little snoot.
And Kenny is the obvious target. Yeah, that snoot looks like this.
Nice.
I wish to write it.
I bet you do. It's a massive bear. Colossal, one might say, because it's 3 meters by 3 meters. Get it?
Is it a gore just bear?
No. But it's going to gore Kenny. As it comes
If I write it
charging,
downtown, does it need blinkers?
as it comes down and charges Kenny. Oh, Kenny's going down.
Jeez.
Rip bait.
Indeed.
Sorry, Kenny.
Should I still roll normal initiative and then roll the hot sim once it's my turn on normal?
If you're going to do the whole jump in thing, you might as well just roll it now, and we'll just say that you do whatever action economy you need.
Sure.
Let's see. Well, I would probably.
Actually, Kenny, you need to do a defense test.
I did.
Well, that was for the surprise. So yeah, you were surprised.
So I need a second defense test
Yeah.
for that. Okay.
Well, that was worse.
Yeah,
You were supposed to do better on the
Can I
second.
reroll 3 hits?
Yes, you can. And it gets 0. So that's
All right.
3 plus 8p.
So 11p. I think I'm only at 2 overflow.
What didn't you soak? Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
rolled.
soaked
Oh,
too,
you
didn't
rolled a good soak.
Yeah.
11p is what I was soaking, right?
Oh, yeah, but
no.
you should have at least 11.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
have at least 9.
I have 9.
Okay, so
So-
you're 2 into overflow.
Well,
Is your body really that low?
it was 11p I was soaking, right? So I dropped it down to 9p. So I'm not an overflow. I'm just. At
Oh,
0.
good.
Yeah.
So you're just down. You're not bleeding out, just down.
Right. And you're also not in initiative, so you might want to do that.
I probably should do that. Yes.
Will it really matter if he's knocked out?
If one of you slaps him with a med patch or whatever. I don't know what these things are called.
I don't think that slap patch will work. So we'd
No,
have to
not
either
against
heal
me.
him or use first aid.
I can use first aid on him, but that's I think. No, it is only a turn for first aid. It's a minute for the medical.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, first aid can happen in combat.
Yeah, so
Poor
I'll
Kenny.
come back up.
Kenny, when you have to re-roll, you should probably re-roll a tank.
Noted.
If you're gonna
got-
keep being out in front.
I could give you advice on how to build a Naga with arms.
Oh dear God, no. Anything but that.
Quick question, Joe.
It is Clutch's turn. Go ahead.
Can I do first aid through Major on Kenny, or do I have to not drop?
I mean, you can use your skills through the drone, right?
Yeah, and I mean she.
And this is
humanoid,
the
so-
humanoid, so I don't have a problem with that.
Cool.
Maybe Kenny needs to get one of those drones that has the little it holds onto you and hits you with the slap patch.
The
He
only
knows
question
all
is,
about
if I
it.
bring Kenny up, will the beast go for him again and actually kill him?
I don't know. We can all find out together.
Right. Next question though, since I compiled my friend, or actually registered my friend at the start of the thing, and I already have the body. Can it be around?
Oh yeah,
Should I roll initiative? or
Talking
should
about
I
your
just
friend?
Assume to be on my turn.
yeah. You can just have it go on your turn, though your initiative's pretty low.
It's not going to be doing anything like attacking the bear, obviously.
Oh, okay.
The main question was if somebody tries to heal me, it can be doing that harmonized.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's nice.
Use it.
So okay.
Oh, I don't have a grid on this map. I had grid turned on. I just had it transparent. And now I've done that, and it's there. It goes. Freaking stupid. Razzin frazzin. I'm just moving tokens to make them snap to squares. All right. It is Clutch's turn.
So is there any modification for stick and shock ammo since apparently somebody wants this bear alive?
No, it does. It just changes it from physical to stun damage.
No, it does reduce the damage.
Oh, does it reduce the damage?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
By what, 1?
I believe so.
Okay, so I guess that's only 7S then instead of 8S.
Stick and shock should be one of the options on the listing.
I don't know. On the drones, I can't seem to change the ammo.
Yeah, that's not a thing on the NPC sheets.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
Stick and shock reduces the DV by 1, but makes it stun electrical.
Which can be good. We learned. So it's 5
First.
hit.
Which is horrible. I might have to re-roll some misses.
And I don't remember what its defense is. Let's find out together. That was terrible. So it's defending against 12. Does it have immunity? What? No. What's hardened armor? Same thing, right?
Hardened armor
Hardened
is,
armor
yeah,
is the same thing.
reduces.
It's actually hardened armor is better because the immunity has something that will cancel it out, whereas hardened armor it's just that
Ah, cool.
you can't bypass it.
So that brought that down to 12, 10, 8. Jesus, you do way too much damage. I'm going to have to start giving things like twice their normal boxes.
Sorry.
Do it again, Clutch. Let's end this in one round.
Well, I mean, it tried to end Kenny in 1 round, so it's only fair.
That's right.
I think Kenny intentionally charges forward just so I can down somebody every once in a while. It's a pity. It's a pity suicide.
He's got to give you a win every once in a while.
Yeah, that's what it is. Do you have another shot, Clutch?
Goodness. I don't have to think of what I need to do on my turn.
That's valid. Do you have another another shot, Clutch?
I did, yeah, I got 8 hits.
Oh shit! I didn't see that. I don't like that. Try again. Ooh, it got 5 even with wounds. Hey, I had wounds turned on. Look at me not cheating for a change.
Pretty impressive, 5 out of 6.
I know, right? See, even the game wants me to have a chance. So that's against 11. Yeah, it's going to soak with its, 3 dice? Oh, it's got 13 dice. Yes!
Remember, that's a
No!
7 too.
What's that?
Remember, that's a 7, so it's only against 10. Because
All right, 7, 3, 10, minus 4, 6. Guess what? It's not down! It's almost down.
Ka-ba-bam!
So close. Andrew.
So what you're saying is it's not down yet.
I have faith that we can bring it down in 1 round.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Might as well just doubt it, then worry about getting. Yep.
Seven successes on my first shot there. Chose.
Against 13. Oh yes, it that 1 means it's immune to all but 1, right?
Exactly.
Now it rolls a decent soak. Not enough. It had 1 box left. So the bear is now sleepy time.
Sleepy, sleepy bear.
Let's see if you can keep Kenny from being killed by the rabies.
Yeah.
Ooh, rabies, nice.
Ooh, right.
And I will spend 3 edge, which is what I've got, to reroll 3 misses.
So is,
Everything tastes better with rabies.
would that be on Major's next turn?
That would be yes, technically on her next.
All right, cool. Because then DJ gets a chance to do the thing, and because I can't put performance on a sprite sheet, I'm just gonna roll cracking. It's the same thing. Performance plus resonance. So you get 3 bonus dice.
All right, I'll roll another 3, so it's 5 plus 3 more dice to roll.
My internet is ridiculous. This is just unacceptable.
So 7 successes total. So I think for first aid it's 2 successes for 1 physical, isn't it?
No,
I'll
it's 1 for 1.
It's 1 for
Yeah,
1 for
that's
first aid, is it?
5e rules.
Okay, cool. In that case, I guess 7 hits means 7 physical patched up with first aid.
Yeah, if you didn't have any overflow,
Nice.
and you can
Oh,
split
and
it. You
he's
can split it up
success.
too. So if you'd had like overflow and stun and physical, you
I
can.
believe his essence 6, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it means an automatic success on first aid as well as normal heal rolls, right? So it's technically 8 successes, so that would be 8 patched up.
See, that's the thing. If you have very little or very few boxes, it's really easy to get healed almost to full. See?
Yeah, that's true.
It's great.
All right, so now we just need to drag the bear to the van.
That's gonna be fun. 600 kilograms is a lot of weight.
Oh, piece of cake. How much do you need to get? Let's do that.
Did
Uh,
Lynx just load it for us?
Noodle can
Yeah.
curl that.
I don't know. I'll,
yeah, Noodle could do it without rolling. Kai, I think, needs to roll because it's
Clutch will come out and help, I guess, with my brand new shiny arm.
So lift and yeah, you didn't tell us that you got a new arm after somebody ripped your arm
Yeah.
off last week.
Yeah, nice new shiny arm.
Lift and carry is strength times
squared
strength times 10.
I
So
knew it.
Kai
First aid
can-
is
oh.
actually 2 hits per
Mine's-
physical, so it's actually only 4 physical. I patch you up.
My sheet says it's willpower and body.
Well, that's to extend it, but your natural ability is strength squared times 10.
Yeah, I can lift
So,
90.
22.
What?
Well, strength squared if I got a 6. That's what, 36? That's,
So 360 is your normal natural lift and carry weight. If you have to lift it over your head, it would be half of that. But you're not trying to carry it over your head.
trying to
So
drag it.
a lift and carry test increases your effective strength by 1 per net hit. So do a lift and carry test.
Yeah, I can assist you. I think you have the highest strength.
Dear God, so you now have 9 strength?
I
Yeah.
got 6. No, the lift and carry because it was. Oh, that lift. My lift and carry.
What is
Willpower. Body.
your strength attribute? Not the strength of the arm.
The strength of the arm. My strength attribute is a 2.
Okay, that's what you need to go with because your whole body has to support the strain here. You can't do this with just the arm. If you were doing something that was just the arm, like arm wrestling, that would be fun.
I got
So-
nothing.
Okay,
My
so
lift-
you got a
So I
2.
will do lift
My
and
lift and
carry.
carry says willpower body, so that's all I got.
Right, no, yeah, no. Okay, so the way this works is your strength is 2. So normally you would be 2 times 2, which is 4 times 10, 40 kilograms. But the lift and carry extends your strength to effectively a 5. So that's 25 times 10, 250. Now, Kai, what is your strength?
I rolled 2 for lift and carry, bringing me up to 5 strength.
So you're 250 also. So you guys can handle 500 kilograms between you, but that's not the 600 that the bear weighs.
Can we use that to
Can I
roll
just-
it onto the steel links?
Yeah, can't I
mate.
just like tie something to the steel links and help us drag it?
The steel links,
Yeah,
that's probably going to be more effective than trying to load it onto the steel links. The steel links would get squashed, I think. This thing's colossal.
Yeah,
Major,
just drag it.
what strength does Major have? So I don't think they specify, but she is an Oni equivalent.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what the
think-
strength of an Ani is. Let me look.
I don't think they list strength in the stats because drones don't generally have strength listed.
Yeah,
I
that's
think the strength is
Her body is an 8 though, so I assume it's pretty good.
it'd be pretty decent. So between the two of you and the two drones, you can drag it to the van. Do you have a trailer?
Kenny,
God,
we
no.
need a trailer.
We got a van rooftop though, right?
You're not
Sure,
likely
we'll
to be
just-
able to lift that to the roof. Well, I mean, maybe
We'll just
the
drag
lids
it
couldn't
behind
help
the
with
van.
that. Oh God! Just like you were gonna drag your own body behind your drones.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna get in a rigger cocoon and just drag a rigger cocoon like a keg
Nope.
tied to the bumper?
Exactly.
What
Sounds
is
great.
wrong with you?
What if I call my jackrabbit and just shove it on top of the jackrabbit?
How you gonna
I
lift it?
somehow think that the jackrabbit will be squashed.
I don't need the
Really through-
jackrabbit to survive. I just need it to take it from point A to point B.
Yeah, I think there's all kinds of stuff wrong with this plan.
To be fair, a jackrabbit
I think,
can
like,
handle 3
how long
people.
is he gonna stay out? Maybe I'll just go rent a trailer.
If I'm willing to allow the jackrabbit to like be crumpled and no longer useful as a car, can I put it on the jackrabbit just to get it from point A to point B?
Does your jackrabbit have a rigger interface in it?
No.
Then you have to actually be in the car to drive.
Damn. I can't just use
autopilot?
the autopilot?
Oh, that's true. It
You
might
can
have auto.
Program the autopilot, yeah.
I think we just tie it behind the van and go home.
So it'll be real happy with half its skin missing when it wakes up.
Yeah, can we get like
Yeah, that would do
a
P damage as
trailer?
we travel it, won't it?
Can
we
you
kill it.
find us a trailer real quick? I'll shell out for the trailer.
I guess you don't have anybody you can call.
Do we have anybody to call?
Ghostbusters. Oh, sorry.
I
Who we gonna
guess.
call? I thought we were gonna call somebody originally for those messed up people in the apartment. That's what we would call.
Look at that.
You sent them to Mr. Johnson. He was going to help them after figuring out what was going on with them. He probably, if you call him, does not want the plasma, but he's interested in the information, but does not want the responsibility of feeding and caring for a plasma.
Besides,
Isn't
wait.
it-
No,
There is
it
there is a bounty out on this thing.
Yeah, by the way, we don't get the 25 grand if we just keep it.
Well, no.
Yes, but you would have a
reward was-
plasma.
the reward was to remove it from the environment. We did that.
I guess. Well, they don't know that. How are they gonna know that unless we show them?
We'll
But
show
that's
them the miasma, and we'll be like, "All right, we're taking it to another environment."
Hey, well, I guess I could go get a trailer.
And can he
I
find a
sense a
trailer with one hit?
I sense a scam coming along where we can just take this plasma and move it to different suburbs and let it loose and then recapture it each time.
At least until it gets trained.
Yeah, 25 grand. We'll totally capture this thing for you.
Yeah, there's been a rash of outbreaks of miasmas in the area.
That's right. Teach a man to fish and he'll eat for his life. So teach a man how to release a plasma and recapture it. He'll have runs for life.
Would Stiletto or
Guys, we may have a spectator coming in to listen, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
would Stiletto or Rattler be people who might be able to hook us up with a miasma-sized trailer?
Who is this you're asking? Rattler?
Stiletto or Rattler?
I'm pretty sure
You could probably rent one from the local Uto dealership.
Yeah, we could probably just get one. The trailer's not the problem. The problem is we also still didn't get a cage yet. So would we just lock it in the room? How are we gonna get it in the room?
I will tell you, you do not want the responsibility to keep this thing, because if it gets out, it's on you. Feeding it is on you, and can you imagine how much a 600-kilogram bear weighs or eats?
I mean, I've got 21,000 new yen and nothing to spend it on.
Oh dear God!
It's canon, Chuz. We're gonna have our own pet Piasma from now on.
I don't think it's going to be a pet. It's going to be very aggressive.
We're
I
gonna
think exotic pets are covered under high lifestyle.
Yeah, we're gonna start our own zoo.
You are the zoo.
What's the high lifestyle? Is it like 20,000?
It's
10.
10.
10? Yeah, so I'll just take 10 lifestyle. It's fine.
Nice.
You guys are insane.
Just because we want a dangerous pet.
Yeah. So, is that high lifestyle? Does that cover cage costs and such, Ski?
Huh? Yeah, I mean, high lifestyle should. It's like,
If you're paying 10K a month, that's fine. I haven't been making you guys keep track of lifestyle, but I'm going to say it's like 10K flat to keep it from this point forward.
I will pay the 10K right now. I want a pet Piasma that I can't actually bring on runs.
I was just saying you won't be able to bring it on runs, and if you ever try to do
apartment.
if you ever try to do anything with it, it's probably going to try and eat you.
Right. On the
Or
bright note,
Kenny.
if anybody ever attacks our safe house, we can just let it out.
Yeah, just let it out and leave.
We gotta go.
You could probably have that rigged to a dead man switch type thing.
There you go. There you go.
I could just imagine if Chuz hadn't, if Malice hadn't wanted Clutch to lose an arm last session, that would be the perfect way to lose an arm.
What about? Ow!
Now
I
every
was trying
time
to
you
feed my
ask
pet.
what Kai is doing, Kai is gonna be like, "I'm trying to train the Piasma to not eat people."
Good luck on that.
Turn it vegetarian. I mean, after all, black bears are omnivorous, right?
And how are you going to test that theory? Are we going to have Kenny go in the cage?
Obviously, I'm gonna just kidnap pixies that are flying around and stick them in there.
Why does Kenny only have 4 physical?
Because Zed checked and it is 2.
Yeah, it's like I thought. For first aid, 2 hits to buy a physical heal.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, you could do the med kit afterwards because that's a different check.
Magic is OP.
Yeah, that's why. Man, if only Jack were here.
Well, you can use the med kit after combat is over.
That's true. Kenny, you got 100 new and you want to spend on a medical kit? I mean, on a medical supply, a med kit supply.
Wow, are you cheap or what?
I didn't bother buying the actual supplies. I realized.
I'll give you 100. It's fine.
Kenny will pay 100 million for medical attention. That's fine. It's cheaper than going to the ER.
It's cheaper than cashing in that dock wagon contract.
On the plus side, medicine is a 1-for-1, and you do get the automatic hit.
Yeah, so you get 2.
It's also a logic check, which means I do get an extra reroll, so I will do that because I'll spend it on that.
There's 3 bonus dice again.
Our spectator has left. They were nice enough to ask if they could come in, so I let them come in.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
they didn't do that last time.
Well, I think it was a different person.
I'm
No, no,
really
no.
sorry. Really sorry, Kenny. You only get the 5 healed from that.
Only 5. Did that count the 3 bonus dice for my sprite?
Yes. So your sprite did most of the work. I basically got 1 hit off my 13 dice, and then you get the automatic success plus your sprite's 3.
No, those 3 are extra dice.
Kenny, I don't want the responsibility of being rolling like trash. You roll the 3.
I'll roll 3 dice. Yeah, no, it was yesterday. I was in a game and they just like popped in.
Oh, the same person?
Yeah.
Well, if they got if they were called out on it, they probably learned their lesson, which is good.
Yeah, they did learn. Okay, so there's
2
You
more.
get 4 then.
Four more extra.
Hey, so now I'm actually back to the 8 where I was at before we figured out about first aid.
Yay!
And it costs you 100 new.
All right, so you have. Are you giving proof of relocation to get that reward?
Yes, we're gonna go by and take pictures of it and show him. Hey, here's the thing. We're taking it out of here.
I knew I should have said that that needed to be destroyed.
Yep. We will relocate it humanely because we are such good citizens.
Wow, roll 20's just fucking amazing.
I got 1 hit off 13 dice, so yeah. Although I did get 7 hits off 11 die previously, so I can't complain about that.
Yeah, the dice have been weird.
No, I got the 11 hits out of the 22 dice.
Sorry, I'm fighting with roll 20 trying to get the update the picking up the piece of shit. All right, so you are going to return to Mr. Johnson and let him know what you found out, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So, wow, my voice is cracking. Puberty's a bitch at 48, nearly.
What's puberty?
What you have learned is apparently the let me see here. There's a bit of a weird indirect relationship between the blackouts and the changes to the astral plane. The blackouts caused fear in the metahumans, which in turn began to shape the mana in the region. This allowed shadow spirits to come in and make it even worse, which cemented the mana shift. And that is what you have deduced from your 6 hours of astral sense.
Ooh.
Go, Andrew. Andrew will definitely pass that information on to the client and the rest of the party if, they're interested. And Kenny will just nod going, yes, there is astral things, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. There are astral things I know of astral.
Oh god, you've named the bear Baloo. Does the pink collar have spikes?
No.
Because
But
my Chihuahua puppy, she has a pink collar with spikes.
But it definitely has like little studs. They're just not spikes because that bear doesn't need more things to impale people with.
I mean, it does have goring tusks, which it used to great effect against Kenny.
Actually, could we cut off the tusks so that it can't hurt people with the tusks?
But that's part of the
Ooh.
fun.
I think that would make it like us less. Not that it really likes us to begin with.
My
probably
hope is
shouldn't
that
do
it will grow to tolerate Kai.
You don't care about the rest, just Kai.
Complain. You know what we need is maybe a pink flamingo to go with it or something, or you get
Does it have, like, hair that could be turned into, like, a mohawk that we can dye pink?
that'd be awesome. And we gotta call it like Rocksteady or something.
I mean, it has bear hair, but if you gave it a mohawk, it would be bald everywhere else, which, if you've ever seen a picture of a bald bear, it's not a pleasant thing.
It's very sad.
We can get it.
When I was looking for the image for this art for this bear, I found the naked bear picture, and it was bad. And I actually had to add the tusks to this from a boar picture.
It's all right. We'll get it like one of those pink faux hawks. It'll be fine.
I will train it using hellhound meat.
Where are you going to get that?
Hellhounds, probably.
You know, we'll just attack random go-gangers till we find ones with pets.
Sounds like a plan.
And then we'll feed their pets to our pet.
There you go. That sounds
It's
wonderful.
the circle of life.
You people are wrong.
Right?
No, wrong.
Right? Wrong. Right.
I'm just going to share this quick image search on Google with you in my Discord. Because it doesn't need to be inflicted on our viewers. God, it is... I don't know what is wrong with my internet. I am definitely going to have to call Comcast. 3.8 meg image is taking more than a second to upload. That is definitely a problem.
I mean, that's like my normal life with my current internet.
Which channel did you put it in?
Or which channel are you attempting to put it in?
Picking up the pieces. I will save changes and... oh, I need to do a heat roll, don't I?
Does
That's
us
okay. We got no heat
driving
from doing
through
this.
downtown with a bear generate heat?
I feel like it generates like +2 heat modifier.
That sounds great.
And
now
you
heat's
have
like
+1 heat because of that.
So our heat's like 5 now, right?
Oh, mine is 5, yeah.
Mine's 7.
That could be getting bad.
I suggest we like leave town for a bit. Go out and train the bear out in the wild.
Yeah, what could
Teach
possibly
it.
go wrong?
Teach it to only eat people that we say, or to at the very least stop attacking people when we say no.
Down, boy.
No baloo. It's a bad baloo.
It's just the bare necessities.
The simple bare necessities. Forget about your worry and your strife.
Is that on the live action remake? Or the pseudo live action remake?
Remember.
Because I loved it on the original Jungle Book. So you get 10,000 from Mr. Johnson total. You get 25,000 for the Piasma removal services. That's 35,000 total new yen to divide between the 4 of you.
Can't you make it like 36? 36 divides by 4 so much better.
It's 8,750 each. Roll 20 will divide it for you.
But Chuz, I'm trying to talk you up a bit more.
No. You will not succeed at negotiating against me without dice. You get 6 karma because you did particularly well. There are some allegedly dangerous things which you guys proved aren't. No reputation, +1 heat, and +1 favor point with cat. I bet Jack wishes he was here now. He's no longer her favorite.
All right. Now I just need to save my karma until I can get that feat that lets me have an animal companion.
Are you an adept, are you?
The problem is this isn't an animal.
Or not animal companion. There's a feat that lets you train animals and paracritters. I think it's meant for like devil rats, but
Yeah, I feel like it's not meant for piasmas. Maybe a hellhound if you have a generous DM.
I just like the.
I just want you to
mental
realize
image-
this is never going to become a mechanical thing.
Oh, I know. I just like the mental image of like us coming back from a long day of shadow running and like the Piasmas trying to get inside the fridge.
Or it's left a giant pile of you don't know what that you have to clean up.
Well, that's why it's got a litter box, you know. It's just a
It's
more
got
like a litter tub.
A litter box. What the hell is wrong with you? There you go. I've shown to players.
Hey, if Teddy Roosevelt can domesticate a bear,
Wait, he
then
domesticated
I
a
can
bear?
too. Oh yeah, he kept it in the White House.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He liked to show it to foreign dignitaries because it creeped them the fuck out.
What? Yeah.
Because they walk into the, office of the president and there's just a grizzly bear gnawing on a bone in the corner.
So what I'm hearing is he was the original Grizzly Adams.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He actually liked to invite judo champions from
I
around
think I've
the
heard
world.
about that.
Yeah, to practice with him, and he kept getting injured to the point where like the Secret Service was actively trying to prevent him from getting or box or participate in athletic events because he kept breaking ribs doing it.
Well, you know what they say, go hard or go home. Actually, we should probably not put Jack by the bear since you were going to try and feed the bear to him. Or no, you're trying to feed him to the bear, not feed the bear to him. Yeah. Hey, you guys know a drake that has a taste for weird meat.
Oh God.
Not Baloo.
You could probably sell Baloo for some coin.
Or
Nice.
something more valuable.
All right, so I think our session is now over. So sorry the stream didn't happen for anybody that catches this on video on demand, but you probably don't watch the stream anyway. So we will catch you all, next week being May 19th. And see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.